Alright, just give me a sec, guys, and we
All the
will
world
get
holds
started.
dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Alright, rated. um. So, if you guys don't know, we've been having some trouble with streaming lately, mainly Genshin. We were supposed to stream Lies of P yesterday. For some reason, I just couldn't get my streaming setup to work. Not really like my streaming setup, but like I stream Lies of P and Genshin both on the PS5. I think it's more of like an internet thing, maybe. I'm not really sure, but it just would not work yesterday. And last time we streamed Genshin, it cut off after an hour. So hopefully that doesn't happen today. But hey everyone, it's Rain, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact stream. Today we're going to be not pulling, we already got him. I just woke up, alright? We're going to be doing Rio's story quest. I gotta unlock it. Here we go. Which I'm really excited for, because if you guys don't know, I actually did get Rio. I'm really excited to build him, but yeah, I am completely out of books and stuff. I have been building Nouvelette, which is awesome. I need to get his weapon up, and I need to get his talents up, but ugh, that domain. Let's see if I need any more. So I need 6 gold, which I do not have. Damn. I also need, I think it was gears. So let's craft that. And then I also, that one. And I think I needed those like purple things from the Electro Swarms. I don't actually know what those are called. I haven't learned the names of like any of the new enemies. Like at all. So, character. These things. So let's go grab these real fast before we jump into his quest. Just because I'm going to forget otherwise. But how's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's doing good. I literally just woke up. Like, literally 5 minutes ago. I set my alarm, then, like, right before the stream. I did not go to bed very early last night. Like, I went to bed like 4 hours ago. So being up already kind of sucks. But that's the life of an insomniac. Oh, is it underground? My bad. Ooh. I've been in here already, but I still gotta finish this quest.
Busted.
Wrestling, rebuild! Just wait for a little. Make yourselves a move!
Game's up. Time's over.
Now you shall perish!
Raiden so overpowered. Raiden is like insanely broken, especially if you ever E2. I wish I had her E3, because then she'd just be even more insane.
Quietly now.
Allow me! Shine down!
Does it work? I hate doing that just for like one swipe.
Take it easy. Things are about to get dicey.
Hold the line! Hey! Sharing my knowledge! Committed to memory! There is no escape!
Alright, let's grab some more. Yeah, like I said, I'm sorry that we're grinding right at the beginning, but I keep forgetting to do this, and if I don't do it, I am not going to remember.
I see everything! Grow! Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
I didn't even look. Just out of curiosity, can I even get... No. So it doesn't matter anyway. Alright. So let's go... Quest, and... Let's go talk to our boy. Wriothesley. Oh my gosh, why does it always say that?
We once thought the Fortress of Maripeep would be super scary, but looking back on it, it really wasn't that bad at all. You've got a set schedule, guaranteed food and board, and you can even buy all kinds of stuff with credit coupons. It's really no surprise that many people don't even want to leave.
Alright.
Oh, you mean Wriothesley? He's definitely a pretty impressive leader. Well, he does look kind of intimidating.
He's also really, really hot.
Easy to talk to once you've had a conversation or two with him. Paimon wonders how he's like with the people here. Do they also get the same guy we do, or is he a lot harsher with the bad guys?
He probably has a good number of tickets for any situation.
Yeah, he must be doing something right to maintain order here, while not making everything feel super oppressive.
Excuse me, did I hear someone there? Could you please do me a favor?
No.
Huh? Paimon could have sworn she just heard something.
Excuse me, is someone passing by? Could you do me a favor, please?
Is someone in a box?
Nope, Paimon wasn't dreaming. There's someone over there for sure. But Paimon doesn't see anyone.
Oh, did you hear my call? Thank you so much. I'm over here, inside this big box.
Why?
You're inside the box? Oh, no wonder Paimon didn't see anything. Well, come on, Traveler, let's go take a look. Why are you hiding in here anyway? If we hadn't happened to pass by, you could have been stuck for days.
It's a bit complicated. Can we not
He has
talk
been
about
stuck
that
for
for
days.
now?
Whoa, that's terrible. Did someone seriously do that to you?
No, it was nothing quite that serious. I'd just like some help finding my hat.
Just your hat? But then, why can't you look for it yourself?
Coward!
Wait, Paimon gets it! Something must have happened to your hair!
Paimon, we don't have to ask.
Sorry. So that's what happened. Paimon gets it now. No wonder why you had to hide inside the box. You just need your hat, right? We'll get it back to you right away!
I think you may have misunderstood me, but never mind. Please just help me find my hat. It's a soft and brown hat with a bit of a brim. Nothing fancy. I think I probably lost it near the entrance elevator. It was getting a bit hot, so I took it off and had a quick nap. But it's really important to me.
Is
So
this seriously how this quest
in the
starts?
world.
Find a
I'll wait
hat.
Don't worry, we'll be back in no time!
Why did the quest keep getting dumber? I was really excited for this quest too. Are you really telling me that it's gonna start by looking for a hat? This better not be the whole damn quest.
Paimon doesn't see anything here. Let's go somewhere else. Just where is that thing? Oh, this... Nothing in the water either. Paimon thought it might have gotten blown in. Oh, we've looked everywhere and still not seen anything that looks like a hat.
Let's turn back. We can't source the whole entire fortress.
That's a good idea. If he's just looking to cover his head, then it shouldn't matter what kind of hat he's wearing. Why don't we check out the rag and bone shop? If memory serves, they got all kinds of stuff in there.
I'm only paying for a hat.
Huh? How did you know what Paimon was thinking? Oh, this is bad. Nothing gets past you nowadays. Well, either way, let's go check it out first.
I don't remember the shop. Is this like the black market of the Fortress of
Paimon
Meribee?
doesn't remember you being the boss.
Well, I'm just standing in for Mr. Alvar while he's off restocking the shop. Now, just wait a sec. A blonde foreigner, dressed all in white, accompanied by a glaze-covered flying chunk of gingerbread. Oh, you must be the legendary traveler, and their companion...
What did you just call Paimon? A chunk of gingerbread?
Well, you're half right. Paimon's the traveler's treasured companion, sure, but she's not some flying chunk of gingerbread.
Sorry, I never thought I'd get the chance
Treasured
to see
is
with my
a
own
bit
eyes,
of a
so
stretch.
got a bit ahead of myself. I hope you find it in your magnanimous hearts to forgive my discourtesy. I'm just a nobody, after all.
There's no need to put yourself down like that. Paimon's just venting.
Why, your heroic actions at Aeneas have long made their way to the Fortress of Meripede. We heard that you were personally received by His Grace when you made your way down here, you know. Ah, you were the envy of all. And you're one of His Grace's favorite people, so of course, everyone wants to be introduced to you.
So it's because of him.
Well, I figure you'd appreciate honesty over flattery. After
Fair.
all, I also only joined up here because I'd heard Mr. Alvar was a good friend of the Duke. And though I've only caught scant sight of His Grace since then, as fate would have it, I've become fast friends with Mr. Alvar himself. I mean, we've all got agendas, but rather than trying to force something to be true, it's often better to just go with the flow.
What is the point of this quest? I'm here for Rio.
Well, I did mean it when I called you legends, and it is indeed an honor to meet the two of you.
Like,
Oh, enough of that.
I
Is there
mean, I
something
know
you
we've
can
only
think
been doing it for like 5 minutes, but like, come on. Looking for a hat?
No problem. Anything else? Hey, feel free to check out anything you want.
Wait, but that's, you don't have to be so nice.
Well, it's not like I'm getting paid to watch this shop. Instead of more or coupons, Mr. Alvar usually lets me just take my pick of our goods. Life's been pretty good recently, so I might...
All right, Paimon will take a look.
Are you sure you don't want more? These opportunities don't come by every day, you know.
It's all right, 2 will do.
I never thought you'd turn
It
down.
just doesn't feel the same if the owner's offering everything to you for free. But anyway, we don't need to get into that right now. We can discuss Paimonology later. That poor guy must still be waiting for us. Thank you so much.
I feel like he's just being lazy.
No problem.
I don't want to
Thank
help
you
him.
for your patronage.
That's a real sneaky way of getting good reviews. We've been gone a while. Paimon hopes that guy in the box hasn't passed out from lack of air.
I don't really care if he does. Like, is that bad?
Take it easy.
I just don't care. Where was he again?
Take it easy.
You can come out now.
You did? Oh, Archon, you just...
Wait, so you're not actually bald? You've got such a full head of hair, Chip.
I mean, I told you that there had been a misunderstanding. This has nothing to do with my hair.
The hat looks really bad on you.
Wait, this isn't my hat.
Well, we got you a new one. We tried really hard to look for your hat, but no dice.
Ah, I see. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful, but unfortunately, there's just something special about my hat.
Does it have some kind of sentimental value?
But,
Does it have tickets sewn into it or something?
sorry, I can't explain at the moment.
If you're looking for a hat, I just picked one up over here. Is it yours?
Your Grace!
Oh, hey, Wriothesley. It's been a while.
Well, it's a slow day today,
About
so I decided
damn
to go for a little
time.
stroll. Even if your workspace isn't cramped, it's still good to get some air. I'll say, I'm not at all surprised to find the two of you here. You never could turn down someone's request for help.
It's what good adventurers do, after all.
Is that so? Maybe I should consider asking the Adventurers Guild to open a branch here. As I recall, these hats are
He
very
does look
important
way
to
better
members
now.
of the Beret Society. Best you avoid misplacing it again, You might not have the same luck next time.
Understood. Thank you so much, Your Grace. Then I'll be off. I'll get going now.
Okay, bye.
What a strange guy.
I don't know what the
Why
Beret
do you care
Society
so
is,
much
but
about
it
his
sounds
hat?
dumb.
Oh, and has he done something wrong? When he saw you, it was as if he'd seen a ghost.
Oh, not at all. In fact, members of the Beret Society are model prisoners. They work hard and never get into trouble. They've saved me a lot of work, in fact. As for him, I'd guess he's just more of an introvert. It's not unusual for the more shy prisoners to freak out when I show up unannounced.
Yeah.
Shy? There are prisoners who are afraid to talk to people?
I mean, dude would make me stutter too. Oh,
Prisoners are still people, after all. There are as many crimes and motives as there are stars in the sky. The idea of the criminal as a selfish, heartless brute is just a stereotype. Such labels could never capture the complexity of even a single individual person. What kind of a person a prisoner may be and why they've committed a crime, we'd never know these things if they don't share their story with us.
Huh. You've got a point. Anyway, anyway. It's all good as long as it makes sense to you.
What's the Barrette Society?
Although most of the societies here will just turn individual brawls into mass ones, the Beret Society does appear to be an exception, and it's instead trying to experiment with some novel and interesting things. If you have some time, why don't we grab something at the Coupon Cafeteria? It'll give us time to catch up, too. And if you're still interested in the Berets after
I
that,
just
I'll
realized
take you to their usual gathering place
Rio's
as well.
Numa aligned.
Not the biggest fan of that cafeteria.
I haven't used
but
it
if
yet
we're
because,
gonna catch
I
up-
just pulled for him, but I'm still building Nouvellette, so I haven't actually, took the time and, looked at his skill set and stuff yet. I was not expecting him to be Numa aligned. Not that I'm complaining or anything, but all three of the characters that I've pulled for that are 5 stars are Numa aligned.
Alright then, please
are all
follow
the
me.
light. The only dark element one I have is, well, Lenny's sister, Lynette. It took me saying Lenny's sister to remember her name. Because, yeah, I'm completely spacing on a lot of things this morning.
Take it easy.
Welcome, Your Grace, and the Traveler. Would you like 3 orders of today's welfare meal?
Sure.
Unfortunately,
Give
we weren't
us
informed of
food.
your visit in advance, so we didn't prepare any super deluxe welfare meals today.
I'll pass on the food, then. What about you?
I'm not hungry.
Then Paimon will also pass. Paimon will save her stomach for something better.
What a pity. It would seem that none of us can properly appreciate your skills, Walsey.
No one wants to
And
pass.
to find me some more ingredients, so I can come up with some more welfare meal recipes. If you're not in the mood to eat, I can get you some drinks. We just got some great shipments in from above.
Yes, please? Huh. Paimon didn't know you could get non-welfare stuff at this place.
It's not
We
for
did know that,
everyone.
Paimon.
Think of it
We
as
100% knew that.
special treat for VIPs.
Oh, now that's what Paimon likes to hear. In that case, 2 bottles
Just
of the
cost
drink
tickets.
for Paimon, please.
2 bottles coming right up.
Our first meeting took place on short notice, and we were both swamped by everything that happened after, so there was no time for more casual chit-chat. I'm actually quite fond of stories, you know. Of course, the others have already told me a lot about your deeds in Fontaine, but I'd love to hear it straight from the source.
Whoa. That'd be quite the long story.
We fought tooth and nail for the sake of justice. I'm just trying to learn about Fontaine. To be honest, I really wasn't that involved with a lot of it.
I see. Certainly that'd fit your title as the Traveler. Seeing everything for yourself, recording everything to the best of your ability, and making lots of friends along the way. I'm sure that by the end of your journey you'll possess an unmatched amount of perspectives and opportunities.
Paimon gets the sense that
I
you're
love how,
trying to
because we
flirt
know
us.
that little meanness with the Abyss Order, we completely stopped looking for her. Do you guys remember back in the days when we used to put up missing posters and would ask everyone about her? And do you know where she is? Have you seen her? Legit every conversation was about finding your sibling. And now, we don't even, bring her up in some of the situations, which is so funny. I get it, she's with the Abyss Order, we know that, we're not technically looking for her anymore. But I just remember back in the beginning of the game, every conversation was, well, why are you traveling, my sister? Where's my sister? Find my sibling. You know what I mean?
That guy we talked to earlier was obviously trying to get us to put in a good word for him, but...
Platypus. What's up,
you're
Thomas?
the Duke,
How are you
right?
today?
Why would you need to get on our good side?
Well, after all, you did help the Fortress and I maintain our autonomy. Is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration?
Just a little bit. It's because You don't ever talk about yourself?
So this is a matter of trust. Which is unfortunate, since I don't have nearly as interesting of a story to offer about myself.
I doubt that.
I was convicted and sent here at an early age. I only became the top dog after spending a long time figuring out its inner workings. Power and control come in many forms. Some fair and ethical, others less so. And since we're all sinners here,
I'm still waiting for my money to clear. I need of that PS5.
To get to the top.
Well, I hope it comes in all fine and well here soon. Good luck getting your PS5.
So,
I'm sure you have lots to catch up on
Didn't put you
Genshin.
much more at ease, now did it?
Kinda. You're really different from most of the people we've met so far.
In a good way.
I'm perfectly aware of that too. But even so, that doesn't make me think any less of you.
They know what they're doing with these freaking camera angles. I'm sorry.
I'd very much like to
I'll
maintain
stop.
friendly relations with you two.
Legitimately, every time he's on screen, I've said something so far. So, you know, I'm just gonna take a chill pill.
Your Grace, after following your instructions, we were able to find a box of undeclared contraband in the latest shipment of cargo. They were extremely well hidden, and we've confirmed that the senders have been using this method to smuggle goods for a while. We're trying to trace the goods to their source.
Got it. Leave the box here and contact me immediately if you make any progress.
Yes, Your Grace.
Sorry, I'd almost completely forgotten about this.
She mentioned something about contraband. Are they, like, dangerous goods?
Not necessarily. The term is just applied
Nah,
to
some
things
people probably
wanna
just want
bring in on the
basic
sly.
items that they can't get, you know.
Many people here are experts at pulling
You'd be
rabbits out
surprised
of
some of the
most
stuff people
ordinary
smuggle
hats.
into prisons.
So we have to
A
examine
lot of the
everything
time it's
carefully.
just cooking ingredients and stuff so they can make better meals in the kitchen. Sometimes it's stupid stuff like hairbrushes, lipstick, because you can't get like any like basic. I mean, you can, but they have all certain like brands and stuff for the prison, which is all like bland and basic human needs or whatever. I actually had a cousin who stupid but went to prison for theft because she was dumb. Anyway, the things she would tell you about being in jail is just like people would smuggle in stuff like floss because you couldn't get it in like the what I don't know what the there's that one shop kind of like here in Genshin, except for, you know, it's real money. And I don't know, remember what it was called, but it was just very odd, some of the things you could get and couldn't get. And everything was so bland and basic and it really wouldn't work. And I'm like, dude, just hearing the stories, you know, she talked about, I'm like, I could never.
Now, what do we have here? It's more or less.
I woke
what
up early
expected.
because I thought it would clear. Now I'm tired.
Whoa, this is certainly a box of curiosities. Mora, snacks, yarn, balls, ropes, mechanical parts, and even a gem! Wait, if you've confiscated this entire box, then does that mean all of this belongs to you now?
Yep. We can't just send them back up now, can we?
What? But that's just insane profit! Traveler, why don't you become a duke as well?
And what about you, Paimon?
Paimon will be your vault keeper!
Jokes aside, I didn't know you'd be so interested in this box. How about this then? You can pick anything you want from it. Consider it a gift from me.
Really? You'll let Paimon pick anything? No takebacks. Paimon will have you know that she's got a real good eye for treasure.
Oh my gosh, Paimon, stop being a Mora grubber.
I never joke about things like this.
Alright, Paimon's gonna have a look. Paimon wants this one. This dark, sparkly gem. You just know it must be worth a ton of Mora. Actually, never mind. Paimon doesn't want this gem anymore. Can Paimon pick something else instead?
Paimon, what's wrong?
There's something remembered a lot of bad things when she picked it up.
Remembered? Wait. Pick it up again, Paimon. Get your memories back right this second.
Paimon couldn't even tune them out. It's as if the gem was just drawing them out of Paimon's brain. It was super spooky.
Paimon, pick up the damn rock right this second. We need you back in god form. Please pick up the rock, please.
Is that so? Let me give it a try. Paimon's right. I too experienced some unpleasant flashbacks.
Let me try.
Are you sure? I wouldn't exactly call it fun.
I want to make sure I know exactly what I saw.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
Are you
Okay, yeah.
Traveler? You also saw something, right?
What if she eats the rock? Maybe she would remember her past before the river, which would be super useful, considering, she is probably a Seelie, maybe a god. Knowing this would be a huge help for our journey.
I'll take this gem then and run a thorough investigation on its properties. Paimon, feel free to pick something else.
Then, actually, never mind. Paimon's gonna pass. But who knows if it'll also make Paimon sick.
In the Duke description.
In that case, we should destroy the entire box and all of its contents. Seems like we're almost done with our drinks, too. Let's go check out the Society's gathering place, then. I can introduce you, and we can also continue our conversation while we're at it.
Wait, are you
What I feel like the
free
Beret
every
Society
day
is
or
actually like a
something?
cult, and they worship the rock.
Just noticed? I wasn't exactly busy the first time we met.
If
either.
I figured out this entire quest just in the first 5 minutes, I'm gonna be very mad. Is the rock, like, connected to the center? Because we had flashbacks from that quest, too. Well, look at her
We are
shoes.
honored by your visit, Your
Wait,
Grace.
come back,
All of us in
lady.
the Society have been waiting for your arrival.
That was such a good design, like, feature. She had, like, thigh-high boots, but they were so cool looking. Those weren't, like, NPC boots. Come back.
Are these your two guests?
I still can't connect to the Discord yet. My YouTube is fine. I assume you overslept in Liza P. No. I posted on Discord that it was moved to Thursday morning instead because my brother had to drop his kid off. I had to watch her, so it was kind of out of the blue. I woke up at like 6 to him calling me like, "Hey, I gotta go to work. They're calling me in earlier. Can you watch her before the babysitter gets here?" And I was like, I guess. I mean, I didn't really have a choice.
Mm-hmm. Let me introduce you to them. Traveler, this is Dugier, the head of the Beret Society.
Your name is
This is their gathering
Dugier.
place.
I'm just gonna call you Douche, because that's all I hear when I hear your name.
Members can find all sorts of drinks and snacks here, as well as a large variety of books and other resources. Every once in a while, the Society will also host activities and seminars, which are always well attended.
You flatter me, Your Grace. All we did was set up an organization, and it's so easy to feel lonely and helpless when you arrive here
And
for
if
the
you
first
can't connect to
time.
Discord, I assumed it
remember
was
that
because, you know, the
feeling all too well.
update,
None of
but
us
if
knew
not,
anything
just
about
try
this place
deleting
then,
it
after
and then
all.
re-downloading it. I don't know what system you're on. I'm on my phone and I haven't had problems. But one of my friends actually said something similar, but she was trying on her computer, but as soon as she got on the phone, it was fine. So I don't know.
But that's when the thought came to me. If we could help everyone turn over a new leaf, they would no longer have to lead such gloomy existences. Thus, it was with your help that I founded the Beret Society.
There's a music disc over there.
Oh, so you were also involved with this, Wriothesley?
My part in this was minimal. All I did was follow procedure and rubber stamp the application. I'm sure you have a very good sense of what this place is about by now. As you know, not everyone takes their sentence seriously. For some, this is just another place where they can eat, breathe, and sleep. But the society is a great place for those who wish to turn things around.
Exactly right. Here we keep
I
an
hate
eye
your
on
voice
each other
actor.
and remind each other of our goals. Everyone can
I know you're
focus
just
on
an NPC,
rehabilitating our mental states,
but the
and
false
even
accent
make
is
many
killing
new
me.
friends. Our operations are entirely funded by members' donated goods and credit coupons.
Our
Same for the
entire
things you can see
operation
here.
is funded by people's lives and goods. Like, I can do that accent, and I suck at voice acting. Just shut up.
Who knew you could find such a place in the Fortress of Mirapede? Oh, right, and what's the deal with the hats?
Ah, there's nothing deep about it. I just felt like we needed some kind of...
Who
visible
decided this voice
identifier.
was a good idea? I decided. Like, who? What accent is that supposed to be?
If our members felt joy and
Shut up.
pride from being a part of this group,
I'm sorry,
then the
guys.
hats would
I don't
become
want to
a
be
point of
negative,
pride
but
for them
like,
as well.
no.
And when we're together,
I've never cringed
we
so
would
hard
feel
at
a
someone's
sense of
voice
community
before.
From seeing everyone's optimism, community,
Oh my
hard
gosh,
work, and a
shut
desire
up.
for a new life. I hope this hat will show everyone everything we have been working towards.
In other words,
She's
that
killing
hat has
me.
come to represent something like a model citizen, which also helps them recruit new members.
Once again, you are exactly right, Your Grace.
Once
a part of our
again.
goal as well. Let's take a little old seat over here. There's no need for us to stand.
Do they pay this dude like $5 for his effort?
I'll ask the members to get us some drinks. Please wait here just one moment. Feel free to look around.
Please
too,
get
if
off
you
the
wanna
screen.
look-
Oh, right. What happened to your slow day, Wriothesley?
Seems like I shouldn't underestimate an adventurer's keen sense of observation. I'll bear that in mind the next time I need to do something low-key. Kidding, of course. We're just discussing some small matters. It shouldn't take long. We've also
Okay.
already gone over the organization's vision. Instead of listening to me try to explain some more, maybe it'd be better if you took a look around for yourself.
My Discord on the computer too. It might be just like a problem with the app on the computer. All I can say is trying to like uninstall it and reinstall it. You know? That's about all my tech
I
savvy.
feel like you didn't answer the question at all.
Yeah, might as well take a look.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like the model prisoners, right?
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not enjoying this quest very much yet. Like, I like Rio. Like, Wriothesley is one of my favorite characters, but Barrett Society isn't as interesting as Spooky Rock. Why aren't we investigating that?
Hey, you there, newbie!
Hello? Are you talking to Paimon?
Yep, I'm talking to you. Now, why don't you follow my lead and take a deep breath before letting everything out like this? Ha!
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's how I pump myself up every day. A lot of my friends have found it super useful too.
That's how he pumps himself up every day.
With one shout, you can release all the fatigue, resentment, and
Oh,
unpleasantness from your lungs.
dude just like
and
straight up
return to the day
moaned.
with Why don't you also give it a try, huh? I promise that it'll work.
Paimon's gonna pass.
Feeling shy? That's alright. As long as you remember this trick, it'll come in handy. Just remember to take a deep breath and let it all out if you find yourself at your wit's end.
Back away slowly from that dude.
Welcome to our gathering place. Is there anything you'd like me to explain to you?
Oh, it's okay. We're just taking a look around.
Well, that's not a bad comparison. It is my job to explain our amenities and benefits to our latest members. I'm sure Mr. Dugier has already explained some of it, but allow me to fill you in some more.
Mr. J sounded like he was trying his first accent, so every time he spoke, I tuned him out. Please explain.
Besides this space, which our members use to rest and relax, we also have an entertainment room, a fitness room, and a self-study room. These rooms are open to all of our members. We want everyone to be able to use their free time to the fullest.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Do you have a restaurant too? If you did, you also wouldn't have to eat at the big cafeteria anymore.
Unfortunately, we don't. For matters like that, we still have to rely on His Grace. We started a collaboration with the cafeteria a while back, though, so...
I mean, control the food and you control the populace.
Some simple research into recipes and cooking.
Yeah, Paimon can definitely see how it'd be easier to live your life if you had all this support.
I also can't connect to the Play Store, so maybe it's not my Discord's fault. Yeah, maybe.
Yep, and that's exactly why Mr. Duget founded the society.
Is it your internet? Have you tried, like, disconnecting and reconnecting to... Darn it. They're actually really pretty. I'm sorry for geeking out about the shoes, but, like, that's actually a really cool pattern.
Hey, what are you doing over here?
Oh, hello. You are guests of the Duke, are you not? We've got some classics, as well as a few books that the members published themselves.
There are writers in the society?
Yeah, most of them are writing diaries or autobiographies on their time in the organization.
Did people just get arrested? Did an author just seriously get arrested to write a novel about being in prison? Why is that... Okay, good for them.
Some quit drinking. Some learned to tailor. Some became real good at calligraphy. And we find it kind of funny. You see, had we managed to stay above ground, none of us would have ever had the time to learn any of those skills.
Yeah, work sucks.
Ah, it's because you all have a lot more free time now.
Not only that, but we've also now got the mental space to think about taking on new things. Before we came here, we were constantly exhausted just trying to live.
You know what? Fair.
With how the Duke and Mr. Dugier have organized our lives down here, though, all we need to do is think about the things that we want to do. You never know what you may be good at until you give it a try. And while you're here, no matter what you do, you won't get judged for it. After all, there's no need to conform to societal expectations when you're already in jail.
True.
So this is something like a safe
Why are they
space.
selling jail to me?
Yeah, that's exactly right. After all, not everyone is good at fighting, or have the physical strength to do hard labor. And that's it. I just finished organizing this shelf as well, so feel free to check it out if you want. Just remember to put the books back after you're done.
Don't worry, we will.
Why is this whole quest them trying to, like, sell jail
All right, we've talked to
to the
everybody.
player? Like, get
It sure
arrested,
sounds like they're
yeah.
all pretty happy.
Is Hoyoverse really that done with their community? They're just like, please, all of you, go to jail.
Now, explain why Wriothesley only had good things to say about this place.
Uh...
Huh. It looks like they're starting to wrap up their conversation as well. Let's go over to them.
Of course, Your Grace. I will attend to those matters right
I
away.
hate your voice. Please stop.
Okay, and I don't have anything else to add. Oh, you're back. What did you think about this place? Now, note that your opinion will also affect my review of Dugier and the...
Wait, I didn't know they were also a part of the evaluation process. It's all right with me, though. I'm pretty confident about our growth and activities.
Every time Duche opens his mouth,
Paimon thinks it's pretty good.
I just groan.
Don't think anyone expected you to get a society going here of all places.
Same here.
So it seems that you were able to get a sense of our vision and values. That's all I can ask for.
I have a very negative opinion on your organization for 2 reasons. The dumb hats and your voice.
The prisoners here all have very different personalities and psychological needs. Our needs are like violent beasts. If we can't face them properly, they'll grow restless and enraged, causing pain and conflict. But if we can placate them, They lose their fangs, and they can even be converted into fuel for far nobler pursuits. Which is why, in my opinion, learning to reconcile with oneself is the first step on the path to redemption.
You've hit the nail on the head, Your Grace. Before I founded the Society, I had met too many people who could not come to terms with themselves. And I'm sure that a part of your support is rooted in your desire to help those people find their way.
Sure.
And Paimon thought everyone was enjoying life just fine, working and fighting.
Of course, that lifestyle is more than enough for some people in the fortress. For others, though, they would just be useless distractions.
Speaking of fighting, I'm not sure if you knew this, but even his
Is this whole
Grace
quest going to be
sometimes
about the
fights in
Dumb
ring.
Hat Society?
What? You fight in the ring too?
Oh, I almost never need them.
Almost never, you say.
Hey, isn't that the guy who lost his hat? Did you come here to relax too? What's wrong? Did you forget about us already?
You just told them he lost his
Are you
hat.
feeling all right? You are looking a little pale.
No, I'm fine. Thank you for helping me get my hat back. I'm sorry, but I've got to go.
He's still as weird as before. Paimon's kind of used to it by now, though.
Dugier, do you know what's up with him?
I'm also not too sure about that. As far as I recall, he's always been a little strange, but I'll check up on him later.
He lost his hat. I still feel like there was something like sewn into it or something.
After all, it's my responsibility as the leader to make sure that
We'll leave him to you then. Where were we before we got sidetracked? Oh, right, about that. You might have thought that I was joking, but in a place like that, everyone will use everything in their power to win. And when emotions run high, things often spiral out of control. That would be when I need to pull out my gloves to maintain order.
He definitely styles his hair to make him look like he has to be styling his hair to make it look like ears, right?
Sometimes you might need more than just gloves as well. This pair of handcuffs has also come in handy quite a number of times. Oops.
Oh, isn't that awful gem? You're still carrying it with you?
Yeah, I kept it on me because of its special qualities. It won't affect me as long as I don't let it come into contact with my skin.
Go on, you guys. Pick up the item for His Grace, would you?
Don't.
Yes, right away.
Don't do it.
That gem shines with quite the dazzling light. I hope it hasn't been damaged. Your Grace, please let me know if there's something wrong with it now.
It still looks good to me. Say, Dugier, have you ever seen a gem like this?
Never, Your Grace. Don't think I've ever
This
been
stupid
rich
hat
enough to
society
afford
is the
this kind
bad
of thing.
guys. I freaking knew it.
I guess that's fair.
Ugh.
We've already gone over most of the things that I wanted to talk about, so let's wrap up for the day.
They literally
Traveler also
came
has
up
some
with a
other
new
plans, after all.
organization that was not introduced the first time we were in the jail. Set them up as this super, like, old society of upstanding citizens who all wear stupid hats, and they made them the villains because they probably behind the smuggled creepy rock. Like, we've already have, like, multiple established groups inside the prison. Why'd they have to make up the stupid hat society?
Got it, Your Grace. Take care, everyone. I'll take you to the exit. Traveler, Paimon, it was an honor. I'm sure everyone would love it if you were to visit again. And that goes for you as well, Your Grace.
And same to you.
I'm not saying Rio's design, there's anything wrong with it. I really love Rio's design.
Plans for the rest of the day. Why did you lie to him?
But the physics of him and Yelan's jacket, just kind of hanging off their shoulders. How does that work?
Well, what's your opinion of this society now that you've taken a look around their headquarters?
Do they just pin it on themselves like a cape?
Paimon thinks it's pretty chill. Weren't you complimenting them the entire time as well? Paimon doesn't remember
cats go
exactly
brr.
what you said, but wasn't it something along the lines of encouraging people to embrace their new lives with optimism? There's only one potential problem. If the society does too good a job managing and rehabilitating its members, you may be soon out of a job.
That is certainly a possibility.
No, they're the bad guys.
But at this point in time, they're still
They're the
reducing my
smugglers.
workload by managing and rehabilitating prisoners in my stead. I wanted to see just how much they've managed to accomplish, and also get a sense of Dugier's plans for the future. I arranged for a meeting out of curiosity, but then I noticed some faint hints of dissonance.
Dissonance?
I'm sure the Traveler has sensed it too.
It's a bit hard to put into words.
As expected, you also picked up on it. The whole truth is a bit complicated, so I'll explain everything to you later. I can tell you right now, though, that this was an unexpected turn of events. I had hoped to take care of it in secret, but now confrontation may no longer be avoidable.
He totally dropped the rock on purpose, right?
You've completely lost my mind.
Why don't you take this opportunity to check back on the gathering place? Just tell them you left something of yours there by accident. If my hypothesis is correct, Dugier should already have left. And with his watchful eye removed, you may well get a very different reception from the members.
Can't you just tell us exactly what—
Following the most popular playbook in Fontaine. Investigate, obtain evidence, and then use the truth to render judgment.
Makes sense.
It's been so long since I got to watch a performance at Opera Epiclese that I've even begun to miss it.
Performance? You mean the trial of someone's life?
I'll explain everything to you later, but right now we need to seize this opportunity.
I hate that they call it performance. It's not a performance, it's a trial.
Find out what you can from them now while they're all in one place. We might not get another chance like this anytime soon.
Like, seriously, how do the physics of their jackets work? Like, Rios kind of looks like he has a pin at least on his one shoulder, but Yelan's another story. Like, she doesn't have anything on her shoulders to hook the jacket onto.
It's just as Wriothesley said. Seems like Dugier is no longer here. You said you felt there was something off about this place, right? So let's see if we can feel some time and we'll do our best to help.
I don't know where to start.
Wait, you guys are...
We're really sorry. We just realized that we lost something, and we figured we might have left it here by accident. We'll be on our way as soon as we find it.
Oh, okay.
Why were you so scared? Did anyone see a glass bottle by any chance?
Nobody?
It's about the size of your hand.
It's okay. There's no need to be nervous. It's not like we lost a whole bag of Mora or anything. We'll just look for it ourselves if none of you caught a glimpse of it. We're not gonna tell Wriothesley anything, don't worry.
I'll go find Mr. Dugier.
No need. We're just looking for something. Why does he have to know?
This is incredibly suspicious.
We can look around for it, yeah?
Why are they acting like someone kicked their puppy? They look terrified.
Hello? How can I help you?
Can you give us the rundown again?
The Beret Society offers a variety of resources and benefits to its members, and, I mean, you've already heard my spiel. I don't know anything beyond...
You don't know anything?
Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just... there's nothing more I can tell you.
Hey, big guy!
What do you want?
Isn't this how you greeted us earlier? Take a deep breath and let it...
Oh, yeah, that's right. You sure are a fast learner.
Where did your optimism go?
I ate something earlier, so I'm falling into a bit of a food coma, and, I mean, not everyone can be super upbeat all the time, right?
If someone was super upbeat all the time, I would look at them and think they had, like, a brain tumor or something. People like that scare me. Like, you can't be happy all the time. There's no way. Either they're faking it, putting on a fake-ass smile, or there's genuinely something wrong with them.
You're looking for something, you said? I didn't see it, but, it should be somewhere nearby.
Are you still organizing the bookshelves?
Yeah, and I'm sorry. But you can't check out the books right now.
We weren't thinking about that to begin with, but weren't you super friendly just a moment ago?
Sorry.
Okay, Paimon sees what you meant now. Seems like they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head back.
Oh, you're back. How were things at their headquarters?
It was as if they had all turned into completely different people.
They're all acting super scared.
That would prove my suspicions. The dissonance I mentioned earlier was precisely that fleeting moment of fear behind the cheerful facade.
Like the one guy we found hiding in the box.
Right. He was acting super scared too when we saw him at the gathering place.
Because he lost his hat?
Actually, hasn't he just been acting super paranoid since we first met?
And that's precisely why I took his hat.
Oh, so the one who started it all was... It was you all along!
Of course it was, Paimon. That was obvious.
It's because I wanted to figure out what's really going on. I don't believe any of Dugier's talk about unstable mental states.
How long have you been investigating this?
Not too long. Dugier made very elaborate preparations for my visit. But
Okay, but if you think something's wrong, why don't you just take the whole society into custody? Aren't you the Duke? You can do whatever you want in this place.
well, maybe you're actually a better fit for the position than I am. Just give me the word and I'll hand you the cuffs. In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used sparingly. They're mostly for show.
I want to make a joke. But I've already made so many jokes. I'm not gonna make the handcuff joke.
Everything I do is on display. The way people see me act determines
He
the
makes
kind of
it
world
so
I can create
easy
down.
though.
And I've always striven to appear fair and reasonable to the people.
That sounds a bit deep. Paimon's not sure she got all of it.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. I have to lead by example if I want to maintain expectations of justice and order. And that's why even though Dugier had already let a few things slip, I didn't want to turn on him without irrefutable evidence.
Alright, so you're saying Dugier has figured out some way to control the members of his society. And even though the members are acting all optimistic and motivated, it's all just a show.
I doubt it's that simple, but yeah.
Indeed. He certainly seems to be using some coercive methods to turn his members into the most upbeat and motivated group of people you've ever seen. And that won't turn out well in the long run.
Drugs.
I have some faith, though, that some of the members understood the hint I gave during our visit.
The Rock?
The line has been set. and it's quite likely that a fish will bite.
Fish?
Let's give them some time. My guards will need it to finish their investigation, too. You can find me in my office when the time comes.
Hey, don't just leave before you've explained everything to Paimon!
18 to 24.
It's finally evening. Wriothesley's probably wrapped up his investigation. Paimon has no idea what that guy's thinking. Let's just go find him and ask him what he's really up to.
Yeah, I don't really get what's going on either, but I freaking called it. The Hat Society and the Rock.
Oh, here you are. Did you manage to land a lucky pull on the welfare meals tonight?
Let's just get straight to the point. Has anything else happened with the society?
Patience, Paimon. Even as the situation continues to brew, we still need to make sense of what we learned so far and go over any sticking points. I'm actually still thinking about the first thing that came to my mind when I noticed something amiss. Namely, why didn't anyone come to me about it?
Oh, that's a good point. Could whatever they're afraid of be so powerful that even you won't be able to do anything about it?
But even if such a thing existed, how could they be so sure without checking with me first?
If anything like that existed, dude's so confident in himself.
It'd be one thing if it was just one or two people, but it seems like everyone's convinced that I won't be able to help. Which leads me to believe that it's more likely that they think I just wouldn't care to help them. Yes, something like that. Dugier must have told them something to make them think I won't take their side, so it became imperative for me to refute that and prove my true stance. Of course, I had originally planned to do this in a more covert way, but I had to improvise when you identified the guy who'd lost his hat with everyone present. There was no way to keep our investigation a secret after that.
That makes sense. Wait, but does that mean it was all Paimon's fault?
Now that you mention it.
The last thing that guy wanted was for Dugier to find out that he'd lost it. He would have never brought the matter up on his own. But now, not only has Dugier found out that he'd lost his hat, he's also realized that we were the ones who found it. That likely set his internal alarms off all at once.
The Hats must be hiding something.
Yes, that's the conclusion I came to as well. It's the only thing that could explain the fear. If we didn't act right then and there, Dugier would probably come up with some other way to hide the truth and we'd be back to square one. So after giving the matter some thought, I tossed that black gem onto the ground. I must say, I was pretty satisfied with the results.
Yeah, they all acted like...
So you did that on purpose?
Yes, that's right. Of course, that box was discovered as part of our investigation of the Society from the very beginning. I had no way to know if any of the members had actually seen the gem before, but since I had to do something, I decided to gamble.
So that's the hint you were talking about earlier.
Right. And I said back there that I had no idea what the gem represented. That should have been enough to let people know that it's still early days for my investigation. And since I was traveling with you, heroes who have never turned a blind eye to evil and injustice, they would also understand that we're here to help, rather than to tolerate or uphold the status quo.
You used us as a part of your plan too!
So that's why you wanted us to come along?
My apologies. There was no time and quite a lot to explain, so I figured it might be easier to just let you see a few things for yourselves. But I can assure you that I've now told you everything there is to know. Of course, you're under no obligation, but I would really appreciate it if you could continue to lend me your support and help me figure out the true secret behind the Society.
Yeah, sure, no problems.
Would you be willing to lend me your support?
But Paimon's still mad at...
You have my thanks. Now, there are still two outstanding matters in our investigation. The first is the secret of the hats. I've examined one before. There was nothing suspicious about the item itself. The other is the true purpose of the black gem. We haven't been able to get anything out of anyone with actual knowledge of it. It's my hope that a brave fish will take my bait and venture outside of their dark and murky pool. I'll put some music on while we wait.
Look. The way that dude, the way Wriothesley just looked at the camera, dude. Now he's just sitting there pretty, listening to music with his eyes closed. So photogenic.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but may I come in? I'm afraid that someone's been following me.
Please, do.
I apologize for my lack of composure. These two are the guests that came with you to our gathering place, correct?
You know us?
Yes, my lover Fasol told me all about you. Please, help us, Your Grace. He's in great danger right now.
Slow down, take a deep breath, and start from the top.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I will try. I think I should start from when you saw Fasol last.
Her name is Advice.
When we saw him at
Advice,
the
can you give me some advice?
Yes, he fled immediately, but many members are hot on his heels. Thankfully, he still managed to meet up with me and explain everything that had happened. Now that he's lost Dugier's trust, what awaits him is agonizing censure.
Censure?
Censure is Dugier's method of establishing control, as well as the thing we all fear the most. Rather than listening to me explain what it is, Your Grace, please, just let me show it to you. Every secret may be found within...
Here you are. I was wondering where you had run off to in such a hurry. Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb you like this. You see, Avisa's mental state has been rather unstable ever since she arrived at the fortress. She rambles often, has hallucinations. It may be best to dismiss her babbling as read.
I don't recall hearing a knock or giving permission for you to come in.
Oh, my apologies. I merely did not wish for Your Grace to be alarmed. Had I not been so focused on recovering her, I would have followed all the rules of etiquette to the letter. So please, forgive my discourtesy.
Like we believe you.
You got some nerve showing your face here.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl, but I know His Grace to be a reasonable...
Well then, what if the reasonable man wants to hear the lunatic out?
That would be perfectly fine with me. Oh, and just so you know, we've also found the missing Mr. Fasol. I had no idea why he was so upset about losing his hat, really. Thankfully, he has already returned to his senses. We've brought him back to our place, so there's no need to worry.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I don't have anything more to say.
This is what you're afraid of, correct?
I've never seen that thing in my life.
You can do it, Advice.
Your Grace, I don't think there's anything else she would like to...
It's all right, Elise. As long as you tell me what it is that you're terrified of, no matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you. I swear this on my name and honor as the Duke.
Your Grace!
Shut up!
I'll keep my mouth shut. I've already said everything.
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but I really don't have anything more to say. Please, don't press me further.
But why?
In that case, Avise and I will be off. Once again, please accept my apologies.
Miss Avise, please show me your head. There's nothing there.
Your Grace, I know you have long tired of my words, but please believe me when I say you've merely let your worries get to your head. The Society has never caused trouble for you or any of the guards at the fortress. We've spent all of our time working hard and trying to lead better lives. Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? What's wrong with the current state of affairs? I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word. Why are you so intent on getting rid of someone who's been unfalteringly loyal?
Maybe it's because you're torturing people?
Your words bore me. You know the consequences if I find you to be lying.
Everything that I do for the Fortress of Meripede. But your grace is welcome to visit us any time to confirm the true intent of our act. All right, Avis. Let's head back.
Just what's up with that guy? He makes Paimon really... We should have shown him his place.
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance. He must have been well prepared for this exact scenario, or he wouldn't have dared to be so openly hostile. All the more reason for us to be patient.
Her bow.
The entire society are his hostages.
She left her
his subordinates
bow.
would definitely react if he were taken, and that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me. The true secret of the society is neither on the hat nor on the members' heads. Dugier probably knew this from the very beginning, which is why he didn't panic. However, if we were to look at the rules, it would also seem like the head has to be the place where they're keeping all of their secrets.
Yeah, none of this makes sense to Paimon either. What are they...
But if there's nothing on her head, why did Avis
She
feel the need
left
to remove
her bow.
The hats are definitely being... I can't seem to make a connection here. From the way Dugier acted, he must have known from the beginning that we wouldn't be able to find any evidence. The hats are definitely being used to hide a secret, but there's nothing wrong with the hats. I need to think about this. From the way
I have an idea, but...
Huh? What is it? Tell Paimon about it!
Avis didn't take off her hat to draw attention to her head. She did remove her hair clip.
You mean this thing? So, she handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dugier noticing. That would mean that Avis didn't stay silent out of fear. She stayed silent because she'd already given us what we needed. Let me take a look. I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender, and conical. It's hollow on the inside, and looks something like a cross between a nail and a thorn.
Paimon's lost again.
Let's see. What if we do this?
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of dark liquid is leaking out of the gem. And some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
You've probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest emotions of humanity.
So, like, primordial water crystallize?
With that in mind, this liquid is probably a highly concentrated solution of fear.
Oh, so that's why even touching it will make you remember unpleasant things.
So why infuse it with the thorn?
Dugier would be able to censure others. I can only imagine how it would feel to have this directly injected into your brain. The moment it hits you would be like being flooded with all the terrors you've ever experienced in your life. Agony, desolation, and an overwhelming sense of despair. No one...
So, was the hat meant to cover up their wounds?
That might not even be all. Let's go get them right away. We can't let Dugier escape with all of the...
Alright. Let's go beat up Dugier. Yes, that I'm calling him that from now on. His name is no longer Dugier, it's Dugier.
Your Grace, we have taken the Society members into custody. They all tried to flee just a little while ago, as if they had received some kind of order. We decided to forestall their plan, and we're just about to send the word when you unexpectedly—
Great work, everyone.
You had prepared for something like this all along?
I had them stay here to keep an eye on things, so I'm glad that my intuition turned out to be correct. Perform a thorough search of the Society's headquarters and bring all the members to me.
Understood, Your Grace.
Now, let's check on them. As expected, they all have a hollow thorn inserted into a wound on their head.
Ew.
Paimon's glad her eyesight isn't so good that she can see it from here. Paimon's gonna float away for a bit.
They didn't pull the thorn out?
They probably left it there as a lasting reminder of Dugier's censure. These people must have had to endure an unimaginable amount of pain. Let's go check out the other areas, too.
So, what's gonna happen to Douche? He's already in jail. Is he gonna get put in, like, solitary confinement?
This is a book that Paimon found in a box next to the colors of the covers are completely different, though. And the names of the authors also don't match up.
So they were just for show.
Yeah, and they dared to claim that they wrote these too. Huh.
Look at what I found.
This is
a surveillance port. With this, Dugier would be able to remotely monitor everything that's happening at the gathering place. So even if Dugier's not there in person, he'll still always have eyes on the members.
Creepy.
Indeed. It's easy to become lost and confused when you're given no instructions or any kind of script to follow. And if any action you take may be deemed a mistake, then perhaps it's better to do less. Or to not do anything at all. Dugier has already tamed them to his will.
Dude tamed people.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
What's the matter?
We couldn't find any Society members in the other areas. It also seems like none of the equipment in those rooms were ever used. The lime scale, the layers of dust, they were all deliberately added. We also investigated the members' residences and weren't able to find anything. Their neighbors all say that they haven't returned home for ages.
Oh. Is that right?
They're gone? That could only mean...
Society put a lot of effort into building a front.
Indeed. As long as he allowed Society members to mingle with others, even with threats of censure, Dugier knew that he couldn't stop all of his members from speaking out. Meanwhile, this marvelous gathering place will lose all of its value as soon as a whistleblower sounds the alarm. So instead of being his real base, this is just an elaborate performance. The
Pretty
rest
much,
areas,
yeah.
The fancy equipment, even the members that we saw, they were merely part of the front. And only the most docile and well-trained members were selected as his performers.
But then, where can we actually find him?
Let me think. Dugier must be holding all the rest of his members in another place. And if the overseer of my fortress guard has never alerted me to anything of the sort, he must be in Dugier's pocket.
Let's go find him.
I'm of the same mind. Let's go.
Looks like he's getting fired. Do, 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 do. Roar. Oh my god, these elevators suck. They take forever.
Did that person flee here?
That's the most likely scenario to me. He's probably already caught wind of Dugier's declaration of war against me, and has fled to seek his protection.